People of YouTube, your souls have been deemed unfit. As your final act on this earth, you shall like, subscribe, and enjoy this video. And as it comes to an end, so shall you rest in peace. What's happening, Fignatics? It is your host of The Fig Show, the charismatic Fignatic who's ecstatic to unbox them toys, the world heavyweight champion of a wrestling Vigor collective, baby. It's your boy, Caleb Crocker, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are unboxing, unburying, if you will, removing from that plastic casket the 30-year anniversary elite of The Undertaker. Ladies and gentlemen, The Undertaker is one of my all-time favorites. I cannot wait. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, before I bust open this baddie, I thought I had to show them off in package one last time just to show off how truly cool this package is. I love the artwork, I love the images, and I love this background, or this back description rather. He debuted as the hollowed-eyed Deadman. He evolved into the leader of the ministry, the Lord of Darkness. He transformed into the motorcycle-riding force of destruction, Big Evil. He lived on as the iconic Phenom. He immortalized himself as the last outlaw. For over 30 years, if you stepped to him, he'd make you famous. He's the man whose legacy will never rest in peace. The Undertaker. All right, guys, here he is up close and personal, and we're going to start at the same place I start with every elite, the accessories. Now, the first accessory I'm going to point out is the one that jumps out the most to you. It's this beautiful, beautiful jacket. I love the amount of texture and detail they've given to it. Now, it's a very abstract design, kind of like somebody's thrown paint all over the canvas and they're just letting it go wherever it wants to. That's kind of what this jacket here reminds me of, but I really like it. I think it's very unique. I think the texture is really neat, and yeah, it's a pretty cool entrance robe. My big complaint with it is that it's rubber. If you look at some of the old school Undertaker elites, they come with cloth jackets, and I think those are leagues and bounds better. Just on a completely different level as far as the posability and the fact that you can really take it on and take it off very easy. With these hard rubber jackets, it's just on there how it is, and you can't really pose it. You can't, background going down. You can't really do anything other than what he's doing. I can't lift his arms. I can't move them forward. I can't have him raise the lights or have him get ready to choke slam somebody. I can't have him do anything other than stand here exactly how he is with this jacket on. Moving past the jacket, we have another accessory, and it's another entrance gear piece. It's this plain black hat, and you know what? Not too much to say about it, but it's accurate. It looks like the ones that Taker would wear, and yeah, I think it's nice. It's good. It's easy on, easy off, and I would be using this a lot more so than I'll be using this. I'll tell you that much. All right, guys, before we check out that last accessory, I've got to point something out. The way that the jacket was forced onto this figure, it was really hard to get on and get off, but it has permanently ruined the mold of this elbow pad, which isn't a big deal by any means, but if you see that hard line running through it, that is not supposed to be there at all. This is supposed to be a very clean looking mold of this pad, and I mean, the pad was actually shoved all the way up his arm. I don't even think I can get it all the way back up, but I mean, you see the elbow articulation there, so it clearly was not over the elbow. It was all the way over the tricep here, and it was all folded up and all melted up and looked terrible, looks whack. In fact, now that I'm talking about it, I'll go ahead and say I really just don't like the style of elbow pad. If you look at the amount of movement that the Undertaker can do with it on, it's so limited.
as opposed to the amount of movement that he can do with it off. He can really bend his whole arm there. So not a big fan of this elbow pad at all. Alright guys, now that I have thoroughly complained about the Undertaker's elbow pads, it's time to move on to that last accessory. And that last accessory is an interchangeable pair of hands. One pair of hands that's pretty open, but still is kind of forming somewhat of a grip. And I believe that would be perfect for hitting your choke slams. Really just hitting your choke slams. That's a good choke slam hand. Getting ready to hit the choke slam, all that jazz. Okay guys, so if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you will know how big a fan I am of this last accessory. It's those open gripping hands that are perfect for everything because you can use them to hold weapons and hold accessories, but you can also use them to punch and do anything you need to do. And I always complain when a figure does not come with these, but most figures do, so I'm really glad to see Taker's got them. Now that we've seen all of the accessories, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to admire the attire. And you know what? It's not flashy at all. It doesn't have much going on, but it's really cool. It's really badass. It's really the Undertaker. He's wearing all black. He's got like those pleather tight, whatever type pants he wears with the singlet top under the pants. He's got the MMA fighting gloves. Plain black all around. He's got the one elbow pad, the black boots. Nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, but it's definitely clean, it's crisp, it looks good, and it looks like the Undertaker. Alright ladies and gentlemen, the last thing I want to point out are his tattoos. Now I won't spend a lot of time on them because you can't really see what everything is looking at it in figure form like this. I think it's hard to really get a good idea what tattoos are on a figure. Sometimes you just got to look at a picture of the real man, but these tattoos look good. They look clean. The color on the arm looks good, even though I don't know what it is or what it represents. It's cool and it looks good. So I really dig all of the tattoos. I dig the way everything looks. You can see the neck tattoo there. Does he have one under his neck? Yeah, he's got one under his neck, and I'm not sure what it says there. It is clearly something in cursive. I know that used to be his ex-wife's name, Sarah, right there on his throat. But I believe that is not a thing anymore. So, I don't know. Michelle McCool probably wasn't too happy with that one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is one last thing that we need to discuss before I send off this Taker to rest in peace within the Fig Fed. And that is this beautiful older Taker head sculpt. Clearly he's an older man here. He doesn't have the full mane. He's kind of shaved the sides. His hair may be receding a little bit. But man, does it look good. He's got a snarl on his face. He's mean mugging you. The hair that he has, it might not be the big, thick, luscious mane, but it looks good. Alright. It does not look bad by any means, and yeah, I'm really happy with this head sculpt. I think it looks just like the Deadman, the Undertaker. Alright guys, that has been the Elite Anniversary Undertaker. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh my god, Brett, turn around, oh no, Taker, don't do it. Oh my God is my witness, he has broken this man in half.
Alright guys, that has been the episode. If you dug it, be sure to like, subscribe, get down there in the comments and let me know what you thought of the figure. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, we're only going to get better from here.